Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome to my channel. My name is Laura Kay, and if you are new here, hello. I'm so happy that you are here. I am an artist, creative, medium, and a channel for spirit, and I just wanted to come on here and just kind of share some of a reading that I've been doing today, and we'll see. I filmed this video already and things kept going on. Like, I got a phone call, and then somebody came into my room, and so I wonder if this one's gonna make it out here. I laid down and I was like, you know what, maybe it's not meant to be. And then I started getting all this buzzing sensation in my leg, and spirit was like, no, I think you were just yapping on about something that wasn't exactly what we wanted to talk about today. So we're gonna pull some more cards and see, but I do want to bring up this elf tree spirit card right here, or tree elf, tree elf. This is the tree elf, and something that said in the guidebook was about it said, like, look into the green eyes. Look into the green eyes of the tree elf. And I don't know, something about like the greens continuously like change into different greens. Like, it sounded really psychedelic. I was like, whoa, okay. But it was telling us going out into nature is a very important, positive, healthy thing, and something that I am thinking about a lot lately is like the balance of the spirit and the ego, and like what is like a healthier balance in life, right? Because the ego is very important. You know, some of the new agey stuff is like really like you need to delete, and although it's important for us, especially like if you've gone through a dark night of the soul or something, or you've had some kind of experiences, maybe psychedelic or things, you understand the ego death and the process of that and why it's important. You know, some people don't have like the best experience of it, but it gives you an objective perspective of life. It makes you realize the roles that we choose to fit for different reasons in our life, and why we choose certain lessons when we choose them. And okay, so I pulled 5 cards. We're going to keep 2 down for a second while I look at these, but right now we've got the Hierophant, and the Hierophant energy is very much taking time and space to oneself to really understand things. In the Ace of Cups, I think it's like emotional fulfillment, the time and the space to really balance these emotions. To come in the Sun energy, and this Sun card is so beautiful, and I think of the sun as being the masculine energy. And you know, the last post, my thumbnail had the moon in it, so now it's cute. This one can be the sun. I'm like posing, I'm like but I really love this card, and she's holding on to this beautiful, warm, inviting masculine energy, and the emotional fulfillment in the isolation. I think you've been working on this emotional fulfillment and deeper spirit work. I talked about Dark Night of the Soul earlier, and that's what I actually had filmed the first original video about, was kind of understanding the Dark Night of the Soul, what that means. And so I think that's what this Hierophant energy is kind of talking about, going into this phase of learning to fill up your own cup and realize that nobody else can give you emotional fulfillment. That is not their job. And that's so many reasons why we end up in very unhealthy spaces when it comes to balancing that ego and spirit self. And this emotional fulfillment leads you to being able to create more safety and protection in your own life. Then we have the Eight of Swords and the Two of Wands. Now I need to grab one more card because I've got one last little question about this. But I should, I guess, verbalize. I usually do a lot of this stuff in my head because I'm used to doing it like by myself, but I will say thank you to our guides and our ancestors and any other spirits or multi-dimensional beings to assist in sending energy to this reading and to connecting me to the individuals that will benefit most from hearing these things. I'm definitely getting some father wound coming in here. Like wounding with the masculine. And I think many of us, it's a very common experience. We live in a world with a very distorted view on the masculine. And I do have a lot of clients that I work with Reiki-wise who we've had to have lots of conversations, and you feel like you've been carrying a lot of weight in the world from people, but when you let go of a lot of the like emotional weight of how this has been kind of like binding you in ways, healing through some of these wounds around the masculine and that safety and protection, like money wounds and things like that, limiting beliefs around money and like what that means, and sometimes we look at people who have a lot of money as having to be super evil and having to have done horrible things, and it's like you really need to break yourself out of these negative ways of like viewing like everybody who has money like has it for horrible reasons. Helps you kind of let go of, because you would view yourself as that if you were to have that. So like, why does that make sense? Obviously a rhetorical question, you can't answer me. Oh man, I'm used to in-person readings, but okay, I'm getting Pisces, Aquarius, Gemini, Taurus. And a lot of like angel energy too, and that can feel like a huge thing. Is like you feel like you've had to take on other people's like energy and like the way other people have like made you feel, and like people have treated you in ways where you're like, well, if so-and-so is gonna treat me like this, then like anybody else who comes around me, like I'm gonna treat them like this so that they don't get the chance, like whatever. Well, like that is just like closing yourself off and like building bridges to your deeper connection to your own heart. And it just started raining really hard outside as I said that, and that feels, I hope you can hear it, it's raining pretty loud in Texas this July. Man, the rain has been crazy. We just had that hurricane. I just went and saw that Twister movie too, and like left. I went in the 4XD, literally 40X, whatever. I left and like it was pouring rain, and it's just been such a rainy day today. But I even thought of it this morning. I was like, yeah, my skies are gray, but like it doesn't, I feel like sunshine, like, and I get to feel that if that's what I want to be. And you can choose to make your own energy be stronger than that of these things that feel so negative, or the freaking political TV show, reality show, Real Housewives of America, or like whatever the freak this is that we've been watching. It's like, honestly, some of that stuff I want to back away and not participate, not really listen. I mean, I get my basic knowledge, but like some of it is really just brain rot, it feels like, and it feels like it's just separating people from each other and the real root of problems and the real things. And I feel as though when I connect deep into my heart, I'm able to discern when I'm having conversations with people, like what is true, what is not. I'm able to see into their like ways of speaking and their, I can tell a lot of people's like wounding and things like that. And that could be, I mean, I think it definitely comes from a lot of like understanding of like psychology and energy and all that kind of stuff, but also having like been in so many places myself where I feel I can relate to a lot of people. I feel as though Spirit has showed me like so many different ways of like different wounds and things like that. It's like the Chiron, like the wounded healer. He has a wound that he's trying to heal for himself. And in the process of trying to heal this wound, he learns how to heal other kinds of things that help other people. I completely resonate with that because I feel I've gone down all these paths of different kinds of understandings of why people are the way that they are, and sometimes Spirit does this for me experientially too, where I experience things and then I will meet a person that needs to hear my experience of that, and it happens very quick in real time to a very quick manifester of these things, and it's really beautiful and exciting, and I just love getting to be such an empathic person that can share at such a deep level of connection with people. I feel as though many people who are drawn to connecting to me really need somebody who can dive beneath the surface of the waters, and that does come from like a deeper spiritual process and journey. And I think that embodiment is the key to moving through these issues and things like that, is like allowing your body to move through things and allowing like knowledge and things that we consume to like digest. Allowing yourself rest and inactivity are not the same thing, because you can be inactive and your brain can be, you know, like all over the place, or very like stuck in fear, or like very all over the place. Relaxing, you have to do a little bit of processing and pushing things out or moving things so that you can quiet a bit and give yourself the rest that you need. And something that I'm getting right now too for you that is going to be really helpful, that Spirit wants you to hear, is that Spirit wants you to literally, it's like it's I'm just being silly, but it's like taking some time in your day to like not have noise, not have music on, not have anything. And I know that that can be like, when am I ever gonna find the time? But like, you've got time on the drive home, or like, you know, time between work and dinner, and like, or something, like you need to find a little bit of time to step away and allow your brain to just absorb, like just digest, because we are consuming so much so quickly all the time, and we are so used to being overstimulated, and it can be really helpful to be able to receive all these downloads. And we're coming to the end of Mercury being in Leo, and it was a lot of like the downloads in this time were very objective for sure, like pulling me out of the the the, the the duality thinking, the binary thinking of everything, and really like pulled me out and made me realize a lot of things that I was like following, or things that I was listening to that like hadn't been working for me, and like where I need to leave what was helpful for me at one time but is no longer helpful. It kind of like made things like that very obvious and apparent. So a lot of us are kind of feeling that at this time, as Mercury is about to leave Leo. And so being aware of those kind of maybe hints that you've been getting recently since this Capricorn full moon of things that we need to exit from and walk away from and make room for more positivity and more community who are like-minded and want to have conversations like these and stuff like that. But anyway, I think that's about all that I wanted to share with you today. This didn't go where I thought it was gonna go, but you never know. That's why you just gotta go with the flow and let it take you wherever. I'm like, I surrender. Take me away. Take me away. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, I thank you so much for listening to this. If you resonated, or if you feel like sharing a little bit of your story and your journey, I would love for you to share. I want us to be an open and inviting community. So yeah, share with me some updates on your life. I would love to hear about you. And yeah, thank you so much for being here, and I will talk to you again very soon. Much love and many blessings. Bye for now.